His wife can enter. Kenneth can enter. Everybody have access to the holies of holies. Please follow me gradually. It said darkness was upon the face of the earth, and thick darkness, but the veil in the temple tore. That was the boundary between divinity and humanity. That was the obstacle between man and his God. That was the limitation between man and his creator. But that day came when the veil was cut off and the signet was put upon it. He cut from the top. Biblical historians or those who kept the record said the wall, the curtain was so high that it would take 10 men to be put upon each other to be able to get to that height. So God did not allow the curtain to tear from the down. Otherwise, they would say maybe one of those Pharisees or those Sadducees, they came and used scissors to cut it. God allowed the curtain to tear from the top down so that it will be clear. It is no longer the work of man. It is the work of divinity. It is no longer the work of man. The struggle has come to an end, not your effort. Oh, Jesus. Pastor Chris Oyakhilome said it. He said it is no longer your effort. All we need to do is to leverage. Is to align. Just stay in line. Understand where you are. Understand what is happening. I am no longer the one walking. Listen, this period, this season, these days, where darkness is everywhere now. Somebody will take one step and it will cover for 10 steps. You will take one step and it will cover for 10 steps. You will put little effort, you will get a massive result. That is your portion in the name of Jesus. Darkness everywhere. From the night hour to 6th hour to the night hour, there was darkness. For 3 hours, there was darkness. For 3 months, there was darkness. For 3 years, there was darkness. For 3 decades, there was darkness. But listen to this. In the midst of darkness, that is when light shine more. When you are in darkness, that is when light shine more. I want to give you 5 principles or five things to do while you are in darkness. 5 things to do when you are in darkness. Number 1, trust in God. Yeah. Darkness is light to God. Are you here with me? Darkness is light to God. Darkness is what? Light to God. Trust in the Lord thy God with all your heart. Trust in the Lord your God with all your heart. With all, when you trust God. Trust in the Lord. Listen to this, brothers and sisters. It doesn't matter what the enemy is doing. Put your trust in God. How do I communicate this morning? Put your trust in God. Can you see in darkness? No. But there is somebody that darkness is his light. A blind man. Okay, stand up. A blind man does not, he can't fight the person that is leading him. Just be going. You are needed. Oh, Jesus, help somebody to get this picture. All you needed to do is to put your confidence on the one that is leading you. Where are we going to? Follow him. Follow him. Psalm. Is this Psalm 23 now? He led me beside the still water. He led me beside the still water. The Lord is my shepherd. I shall not want. He knew where the greener pasture is. You see, one day with God is better than 1 year of trial and error. Bros, one day with God is better than 1 year of trial and error. Be running around. Be running around. I'm going to say this now so that it will sound sick. Listen. Your pastor is a bundle of dynamics of experience. 9 years ago, when I started this work, the Holy Spirit boxed me to a corner and said to me, give me a day every month. Give me a day every month. So I make up my mind. I say, God, ask for one, I will give God 3. Every month, at the end of every month, I will leave my family, leave my children family. I will go somewhere and stay for 3 days. The first day I will sleep until I get tired. I'll now start reading my Bible, reading materials, then pray, read, pray. Dreams will come, visions will come, trance will come. All these things will just be passing, bloom, until the 3rd day. After the blessing, I will go home. I remember those days. I was in Basha. If I'm coming to church, the Holy Spirit said, do this. Say, do this. We said, do this. We came into this hall. We came into this hall with less than 18 people. When we came into this hall, our membership were just in few chairs here. We were sitting. I was standing here. I preached. Big hall. We did not have a dime. 10 kobo we didn't have before we got to this place. But by the time we were taking over this place, we paid for 2 years. Somebody has paid this man the money that is more than our money. He returned the money and collected our own because God was speaking. But I became too busy, too occupied with ministry activities. I was pursuing things that were not necessary. I was too engrossed with things. Only for a few months ago, when it became dawn on me, I went to him. He said, I've been waiting for you. You are the one who left. What is it that I am not doing right? It's not what you are not doing right. Oh. You are doing everything right, but you are not doing what we agree. So when I tell you, it's not the church, Kenso was the problem. You people are not inviting members, so you are not doing this, so you are not doing this. That was a reason to cover for my absence in his presence. You are not doing this. You are not doing this. You are not doing. Did you, for the past 2 months now, have you ever heard me complain about church member not increase? No, I will never complain. Because when we came here, we were not up to, if we shared these people here into 10, we were not up to 1. The Lord grew us. I can tell people who were coming to church were calibers. Men and women, thick people. This place was like a hub. The city was surrounding and around us. And suddenly, when fame came, when opportunity came, Pastor Kenso is now being seen everywhere preaching. There is hardly any church in town that have not preached. So people are seeing me now. And then, too busy to give up. Were it that I wasn't doing what I was doing every other, I was still praying, I was still fasting, I was still doing the things I was doing, but I have forgotten our agreement. My personal relationship with him. I prayed for in the house, I prayed night, I do vigils, I come here later, and miracles were still happening. But there was a stream of water that was pumping that source. Because by the time I meet with him, I always ask him one question. If you are the pastor of the Destiny Assembly, tell me one thing you will do this month. And he will say, if I am the pastor, this is what I will do. And Jesus said, whatever I see my Father do, that is what I also do. So a few months back, I returned back. Lord, have mercy. Forgive me. And began to pray. Bros, you remember those years now? I will leave my house. I'll go hotel. Sometimes I'll go into bush. I'm looking for, trust in the Lord. See, don't allow activity. One day with God is more than a year of wandering around. You want to make everything happen for yourself? You are here. You are here. Yeah, Pastor Keso just suddenly become a business tycoon. I'm doing this. I'm doing that. I'm doing even the ones I am doing. The question is, did you ask him for approval? But the veil, OTG, Abi, it has tore. Osolone, gain access. I pray for you. You see, I can have the confidence to come and say I pray for somebody because I've met with him. You know what he told me? He said, I was praying in that first retreat. It was 7 days. I covered for the one that was lost. 7 days, hungry beat me for this place. My eye was choking me. My stomach. I said, we all die, not die. We die here. You will come back. Come back. No, Lord, don't leave me like this. If you leave me like this, I will drown. If you leave me like this, I will drown. Don't leave me like this. How can I taste power? How can I taste presence and let it go? No. Whatever it's going to take, I'm coming back. That was what the prodigal son did. He came to his senses. Say, my father is the owner of a company, a vineyard. The slaves in my father's house have enough to eat. Why am I struggling? Listen, there's the sin assembly. The dynamics have changed. Things have swifted. We have moved. Don't look at us like as before. Some things are already happening. Alignment is taking place. Things are pulling back. The kind of testimony you will be hearing in this church now will blow your mind. People will ask you, I say, are you part of? That's why I beg every one of you who have been there for us. Don't allow anything to distract you. Don't lose focus. Because people will ask, say, you mean you are part of those people? You are blessed. Put your trust in God. Trust God for everything. I need to get time so that I'll know where I'm pushing. Trust God for everything. Trust God for everything. There is nothing that is impossible with God. Nothing. As long as his confidence, your trust is on him. Every other thing we said. I was in that 7 days fast. I was praying. In this my office. Lock up myself. Sometime Emmanuel will come and whisper. Come and check. Daddy, are you still there? I say, I'm here. For 7 days, I was taking 1 banana every day because of energy. So 1 banana. He bought banana. I bought 1 full big one, brought it and put it on the fridge. I would take 1. From the 3rd day, I started taking 1 a day. 1 a day. 1 a day. 1 a day for 7 days. On the 6th day, it appeared. He appeared. Showed up in the office. I said, it's you we have been waiting for. You have dragged back the hand of time. But I'm about to do something for you. I'm about to do something for you. This is what God showed me. Have you ever seen a catapult, a snake? You drag back the hand of time, but I'm about to turn that hand of time to a snake. The push that is coming. My prayer now, bring men, sons and daughters who will take their place in time. Because when this push comes, it will be, see, the years the carcass have eaten, the years the locusts have eaten, the years the caterpillars have eaten, they are all going to be restored back. I'm stretching you. How that God will said, Give attention to this material. Give attention to this material. Those years in Benin, I can remember in Benin those years, over 2 decades or plus now, he will appear to me in my room and said, do this, do this. And suddenly, that bridge was bridged again. In the Transforming Church, I was the least educated. I was the least qualified. I was the least preferred. These guys were, 23 of us were ordained the same day. 21 of them were graduates. It was only 2 of us, me and Pastor Ishako. But one thing they knew, that how I climbed through the process. When they were looking for HOD, they picked me. When they were looking for deacons, they picked me. When they were looking for ministers, they picked me. When they were looking for pastors, they picked me. When they were now looking for senior associate pastor, I was also picked. In all the ranks, the hand of God have always gone for. Why? Because he has a personal relationship. Except say no be God you won't go talk to. He's my father. Did you get that now? Except it's not God. But some say, let us go and pray. I don't bother. Go and pray. Is it not God? It's my father. So I'll go to him, Baba. You know what is right for me. Put me there. Listen. Don't forget God because of what you are going through. Whether positive or negative. You know there are people that is their success that is taking them away from God. You will be the beg God to eat. Now you now have to give to others. You have forgotten the fact that he is the one that is the provider. I like that song. I will never forget. I will never forget where you brought me from. Don't forget God. Don't forget God. Number 2. I talks about faith and action. There is no, you cannot say you trust God, you believe in God, and you are not ready to take a step of faith. Please, let's forget this razzmatazz English and face it squarely. Faith in the kingdom is called faith. In the world, it's called risk. Risk, 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 risk. So, because we are too used to faith, so when we are saying risk, you won't believe it. If you really trust God, take risk in God. Take risk in God. We are not living faith. Take risk in God. What is risk? It was risk for Pastor Shehu to have less than a cutoff mark and said he wants to go and meet the VC. That is a risk. But the guy keep moving. The guy, everything we have done in this church done from risk. I'm sure you remember that it was after the fast, after the retreat, that prophetic prayer launch hour became a reality. I was on the fast 7 days. God, you see, when you stay with God, He will solve your problem.